It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Dustin Hopkins has this one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, where he finished as a runner-up in the MVP chase after throwing for over 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and less than 10 interceptions for the first time in a few years. An integral part of the Cowboys' run to the playoffs. He's hoping to take it a step further here in 2024.
He'll buy some time right. And right away, he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
Well, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Here's Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Here's Prescott.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now Prescott. Able to get away. Flush to his right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff left, Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Prescott now.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Prescott rolling to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard,
but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski.
The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
And after 2 consecutive seasons where he played in just 12 games combined, they're hoping that this is a year where Watson finally shows that he was worthy of that massive contract they received back in 2022. Not that long ago, we were talking about him as one of the top quarterbacks in the league. And if he gets back on track, this team can make some serious noise as the year unfolds.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin.
Taken in at the 22.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott rolling to his right.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's brought down.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Prescott.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. Touchdown!
Jalen Tolbert
from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Watson.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Watson.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Watson now to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 2.
Watson off play action. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Chubb is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunate.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down, 4th and goal.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
A 31-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Dallas offense set for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Throwing. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 17-3.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now Watson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's good for the Browns. First down.
They run it again with Chubb.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the 50, it's Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Watson looks to throw again.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a quick throw there is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
19 yards there on the catch and run. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And the lead is up to 18 now. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half.
Back to throw, Watson.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Watson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. To the air yet again, Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Cooper. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah,
and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
The passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cooper. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Off of play action, it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting home that time to Marby and Overshown.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Hopkins' kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Prescott off play action. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Elliott. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is caught
But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Prescott. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks from 6 yards away.
And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. Moore, the man in motion.
They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Hey, 31!
Now it's Watson. A bootleg on the move to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And Chubb will try the middle here. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun. He'll get this to Elliott.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Back to Elliott, and he's got him again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
46.
Prescott now.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line.
Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking middle, and that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Watson.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Watson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Now a 2nd and 6. They run again with Dowdle.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 40-yard line.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the run, it's Dowdle. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Working from the gun, Lance. That is caught by Lamb.
Touchdown!
CeeDee Lamb.
30 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end.
Touchback. The Browns set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed. A gain of 8 on 4th and 2.
They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now it's Watson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jerry Jeudy.
48 yards.
And the Browns get a bit closer.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A running play. It's Dowdle.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Now a play fake. Lance. That's into the hands of Tolbert.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Striker, 3-3.
They'll try and run for it.
And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down.
Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Watson.
He's got Njoku over the middle. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Watson.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Now Watson.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd down and 10.
Come on.
Lance looking to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey.
This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Watson.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.